Cinderella's a very disorganized girl. No help at all.
Well, Ma, no brains. When you haven't got it, you haven't got it.
Cinderella, my fan.
Cinderella, my cheaters.
Cinderella, my reticule.
Cinderella, my handkerchief.
The carriage is here. Oh, you all look so beautiful.
Yes, don't we?
Cinderella, the flowers. Come along, girls.
Have a good time. I am in the royal palace of all places. I am chatting with the prince and king and queen. And the color on my two stepsisters' faces is a queer sort of sour apple green. I am coy and flirtatious when alone with the prince. Ooh la la, your highness, you shouldn't say such things. I'm the belle of the ball in my own little corner, all alone in my own little chair. Oh, I wish.
Fol-de-rah and fiddle-dee-dee and fiddly-faddly-fuddle. All the wishes in the world are poppycock and twaddle.
Godmother, I'm so happy to see you.
I thought you might be lonely, and I just knew what you'd be doing.
What?
I just knew I would find you in that same little chair in the pale pink mist of a foolish dream.
Well, what do you suppose every girl is doing tonight? I mean, every girl who isn't at the ball. She's dreaming and wishing she were really there.
Fol-de-rah and fiddle-dee-dee and fiddly-faddly-foodle. All the dreamers in the world are dizzy in the noodle. Aren't you going to ask me in?
Oh, of course. Forgive me. Let me get the door.
Don't bother.
How did you get in?
The window. Aren't you going to offer me some tea?
Oh, I'm terribly sorry. I'll just light the fire. But it was out. And the kettle's hot. That's most curious. Flowers? But I'm sure you brought them, didn't you?
I thought they'd brighten the room. Your water's boiling, dear.
Please have a seat. I'll have this in just a minute.
Thank you.
You know, Godmother, I am awfully glad you happened to come by tonight. I was getting very lonely.
I thought you might be.
Thank you. Godmother, do dreams never, ever come true?
Oh, I wouldn't say never, just seldom.
I wish you believed in wonderful things. I wish you believed that every once in a while something marvelous and magical could happen.
Well, I don't say that I don't believe that once in a while something marvelous and magical can't happen.
I think about it a lot, and I always find myself wishing and dreaming. I don't suppose that does any good.
Well, I don't say it doesn't do any good at all. As a matter of fact, everything has to start with a wish. Nothing happens without wishing.
Do you know what I was wishing tonight? Just before you came?
Oh, I'm almost afraid to hear.
Do you see that big pumpkin out in the yard? Well, I was wishing that it would turn into a great big royal carriage that would take me to the ball tonight.
And what were you going to do for horses?
White mice. White mice would turn into horses. Beautiful white prancing steeds.
And were you going to drive them yourself?
Of course not. I'd have a coachman.
And where is he coming from?
He could be the rat that I saw down in the cellar the other day. Oh, I know what you're going to say. Fal-de-all and fiddle-dee-dee.
Yes, fal-de-ral and fiddle-dee-dee.
It's impossible, I suppose.
Impossible.
Just the same, it's what I was wishing, and I'm still wishing it.
Nonsense.
I'm wishing it very hard.
You are?
Yes, I am. If only I had some magical help. Maybe if I had a guardian angel, or if my godmother were a fairy godmother.
Good joke. Very funny.
I am wishing, in the name of every young girl who ever wanted to go to a dance. Let's see. Like this one, right here. Would you like to go to the ball? Will you help me wish? All right then. We are wishing that I may go to the ball tonight. I am wishing, by some kind of magic or abracadabra, fal-de-ral and fiddle-dee-dee, that all the kind hearts of the world will put their heads together.
All the kind hearts will put their heads together.
Oh, you know what I mean, that all the kind hearts of the world will wish with me, and that you, Godmother, will help me with every ounce of strength and cleverness you possess. Will you all wish with me? All right, then let's say together, I wish to go to the ball. Ready? 1, 2, 3. I wish to go to the ball.
Cinderella.
Yes, Godmother?
It's impossible.
Impossible. I suppose so.
Impossible for a plain yellow pumpkin to become a golden carriage. Impossible for a plain country bumpkin and a prince to join in marriage. And 4 white mice will never be 4 white horses. Such fal-de-ral and fiddly-dee, of course, is impossible. But the world is full of zanies and fools who don't believe in sensible rules and won't believe what sensible people say. And because these daft and dewy-eyed dopes keep building up impossible hopes, impossible things are happening every day.
Impossible things are happening every day. Is that true, Godmother?
Well, yes, I suppose so, in a way.
Well, then I continue to build up my impossible hope for tonight, and I officially wish.
Officially wish?
I officially wish all of those things that I said about the pumpkin and the mice and the rats.
Impossible.
Just the same, I'm wishing it. Will you all help me wish again? All right then, ready? 1, 2, 3. I wish to go to the ball. Oh, come on now. You can do better than that. 1, 2, 3. I wish to go to the ball.
Impossible for a plain yellow pumpkin to become a golden carriage. Impossible for a plain country bumpkin and a prince to join in marriage. And 4 white mice will never be 4 white horses.
They will.
Such fal-de-ral and fiddly-dee, of course, is impossible. But the world is full of zanies and fools who don't believe happening every day. Cinderella, look.
Godmother! It's the coach and the horses and everything that I wished for, but I don't understand.
And you don't have to. Now come on, if you don't hurry, the ball will be over before you even get there.
Aren't you coming with me?
Oh, heavens no. I've been to so many of these things, I couldn't stand another.
I'm afraid to go in there all by myself.
You needn't be. Except for one thing. Do not stay beyond 12 o'clock. See that you are in the coach and off for home before the clock strikes 12.
Why is it so important that I leave before 12?
Now just obey and don't ask any questions. See that she's home by 12, will you?
Thank you, Godmother. Thank you. Thank you. It's possible for a plain yellow pumpkin to become a golden carriage. It's possible for a plain country bumpkin and a prince to join in marriage.
And four white mice are easily turned to horses.
Such falderall and fiddly-dee of courses. Quite possible.
It's possible.
For the world is full of zanies and fools
Who don't believe in sensible rules.
and won't believe what sensible people say.
And because these daft and dewy-eyed dopes keep building up impossible hopes, impossible things are happening